charitable organizations. Let's go up and work down.
Okay.
So, like you said, the world peace hunger bullshit, right? Yeah. They're like saying, oh, we don't have enough money to fix these problems. We don't know how to fix these problems. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, okay? It's not that fucking difficult. There's a mouth, put food in it. And it doesn't cost that much money at the end of the day. With the funding that they get, it doesn't cost that much. Now, I understand that in some places it's hard to get the food to people. I also understand that you need like military escorts in some situations. Yeah. And not just escorts, but like full-on military craft. And that shit's very fucking expensive. I get it. But at the end of the day, you're getting essentially a blank check. When it comes down to it, it's essentially a blank check.
Relatively close.
It's it's very faint, the writing on it. So you can pretty much do whatever you want. And you're not fixing the problem, then you're just feeding people. And if their goal is, you know, like this is just me pointing it out, right? Like they say their goal is to fix people not having food. Yeah. But they're not finding ways for those people to get food. They're just bringing them food. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if they fix the problem of everyone having food, they're out of a job.
100%. It's the same as cancer.
And there's the thing is, they make a lot of money. The people in charge of those things.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They make a shit ton of money. And I'm just pointing it out, they're all connected to the same person. But, you know, that's besides the point.
Or is it? Yeah.
That's my little spiel real quick there about...
Well, and all of those organizations, and they hide behind, there's administration costs. Yeah. Oh, there's administration. And there is.
There is, absolutely.
But you don't need to make $2.5 million operating that fucking thing. You don't do shit. Yeah. You have a team of people, and that's what the administration costs is for. You know, and if you really cared, live off $50,000 like the rest of the fucking people, or 80 now, or 90 now, and give the rest of the money to fucking feeding people, you piece of shit.
But no. They need a Bugatti.
Yeah, they need a Bugatti. And again, like, most of those organizations have to post their numbers.
They have to, but they can fudge the numbers very easily.
That's what I was going to say. Keep in mind, because like those things, and people won't believe me, and you can write it off as conspiracy, but things they'll do is kind of the same as like fucking Rob, is you have this organization. This organization needs to create a social media campaign. I'm going to tell my fucking second cousin to start a social media marketing organization. I'm going to tell them that it cost me $600,000. I'm going to tell my cousin I want a finder's fee of 4%. Yeah. And that's how they do that shit.
They hide the money.
They hide the money. Or they turn it into LLCs like the fucking Biden administration.
Absolutely.
And then they just, rich people, and like this is again like a misconception of the poor, right? Rich people understand how to keep and work money.
Yeah. That's their whole goal.
It's not investing it into a TSSA. It's not fucking having RRSPs. Nope. These motherfuckers take their money and they get it out of the country as soon as fucking possible.
Absolutely.
Or they fucking dump it into real estate and write it off as debt.
Yeah.
But like, for all of the people that are trying to fucking figure out where to go, start learning how money actually works.
Yeah. You want to be rich, learn how money works. Look at the people that have a shit ton of money. Don't listen to what they say.
They don't want you to know. Fuck all.
No, they don't want you to know. Don't listen to them about what to do with your money. Just see what they do with their money. The things they don't talk about. That's how you're going to be rich. That's how you're going to keep your money.
100%. But anyway, so yeah, with the organizations, like, but you can still, it's hard, especially for these organizations, because you have to play a fucking game with it. Yeah. And most of them aren't good enough at it. And they're happy with paying taxes on this massive fucking check they get from running the organization. Yeah. But you will see just how much money those fucking people make. Yeah. And it's insane. Yeah. It's like 6 figures to run a fucking organization. Maybe the World Health Food place. Yeah, that's a pretty big fucking job. Get it, make some decent money. But look at the work that they do. It's fuck all. Yeah. It's nothing.
They don't do anything.
They don't earn any of that money. They just take it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and again, like you said, they putting food in a few people's mouths. Why aren't you fucking investing in farming? Yeah. Investing in farm communities. Why do we have quotas on shit all the fucking time? Because why doesn't that fucking be delivered?
That's the thing. Like over here in the West and in Europe, they're just like, oh, there's there's just food shortages. Oh, but there's all these quotas on the food. Fucking Farmer John across the fucking river, like literally over here, had to pour out like, what was it, like fucking like 1,000 gallons of milk.
1,000 gallons of milk. 100%. Milk that makes cheese, butter, fucking 100 fucking other things.
Yeah, you can dehydrate it and send it to Africa, and they can.
I know.
There you go. You got milk for a while,
and everyone looks like a hero. You can pay the fucking farmer a couple of bones for the extra quota. You can fucking look like a champion, making sure all these people have fucking powdered milk, and the sky's the fucking limit.
Yeah,
you help a bunch of people, and it's not just quotas on things like milk. There's quotas on everything. Cash crops, same thing. Quotas. Cash crop or beef. Fucking chicken.
Everything
eggs,
has quotas.
Everything has quotas.
They will literally go to your farm, count how many heads of cows you have, and if you're over your quota, they'll fucking shoot them and burn them.
Yeah, that's not a joke. And I know like people that aren't in like rural communities, in certain parts it varies.
Yeah, it varies, right?
But the
gist of it is that
is still they're going to take that away, and like you said, they have a special word for it, but they're basically just fucking obliterating that animal.
They kill it and burn it.
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but that animal's dead and useless.
And no one's allowed to eat it. No one's allowed to see it. No, it's never going to breed again. Like it's gone.
Yeah,
and they'll still harp like we don't have enough food to go around, and you see the prices for milk. And like look at the price. Like do your homework. Look at the price of milk in your grocery store, and then look at what milk was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it'll blow your fucking mind.
And here's the thing, right? They're saying another things with the quotas is there's like, oh, the farmers, they're the ones who are getting the money for increasing the price of the milk. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're making less than ever before.
100%. And people just see like, oh, it's so much money for that equipment. It's so much money for this. It's so much money. What about all the land? They're paying for all of that shit. And it's just going up. Just going up and up and up. And then you think, well, the government came in and helped. And
they're not.
They're charging you. And it's like, what's that expression? Like charging the miner to use a pick. Like they have to pay for, like they're double dipping into the farming community. And it's fucking them right up.
Yeah.
And then they try and adjust, and they try and go with things like automated systems and stuff. Mm-hmm. But they just take more of what the farmers are making.
Yeah. But okay, we're on a tangent about the farmers.
Yeah.
But
leave our farmers alone.
They're the ones who know how to use a gun. They will shoot.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah.
They have access to shit that is stronger than a tank. No.
Yeah. Even potholing coyotes for fucking 500 yards away.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. If you put bulletproof glass in a combine, like fuck.
Oh, you're fucked. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're done. We surrender.
Fuck, they use combines to like take out mines in like war zones. Like, like
yeah.
What are you gonna
put
do?
The blade down. Okay, guys. Yeah. Anyway, got on a tangent.
Charitable organizations.
All right.
Pieces
of garbage.
Pieces of garbage. Most of them are all owned by the Soros family. That's true.
Yeah.
You can double check my shit when I say that.
Yeah.
Fucking go on Wikipedia. Look it up.
Go, and if you find something that's crazy or goes against us, throw it in the fucking comments.
Yeah, seriously.
Let us know.
Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you to tell me I'm wrong. Yeah. I know I'm right.
Yeah, well, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
We can have a journalist battle.
Yeah, we can have an argument about it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, so these organizations, and it's not just like the World Food Organizations. You have, like the company, the charitable organizations that operate BLM, for example, right? A lot of the money that people gave to BLM was like, what was it? A month ago, there was a big news article that one of the original operators of BLM pocketed all the fucking money.
I know.
And she fucking ran off to wherever the fuck to not get prosecuted.
Yeah. After she built that giant $2 million fence around her property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's insane. It's crazy. Well, and then, I don't want to go off on more tangents, but like the charitable organizations. And like most of them only have to give away like 7 to 15%, somewhere in that.
It's something like that.
To be considered a charitable organization.
Yep. So, okay, I'm going to give a personal, and I will name them. I don't give a fuck. The guy owes me a shit ton of money. He's a fucking asshole.
What a surprise.
Right. Yeah. So I used to be part of a charitable organization. I ran food festivals. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, the way we ran the food festivals is, like you said, there's a certain percentage. If you give away, you're considered a charitable organization.
Yeah.
Now, when you're a charitable organization, the government will sponsor you and give you a bunch of shit for free. right? So we had free labor, we had free equipment, we had free rentals of property and all this kind of stuff to host our festivals across Ontario and have like these huge festivals. We even had like free bands, like major labels signed bands that were paid for by like the city and all this kind of shit, because we would give away, I forget how much it was, but it was something like that, like 17-20% of the profits. Yeah. So we would get all this shit for free. So it saved us an unbelievable amount of money. Yeah. And when you calculate it at the end, that's why we did it, right? Yeah. When we calculated at the end of the day, we were making a shit ton more money by being charitable organizations. Yeah. Instead of just a regular company. Of course, there's a couple extra hoops you have to hop through, but once you do it, you're good. Yeah. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous the amount of money that we were raking in. By legally we were doing everything right. Like legally we're doing nothing wrong. Morally it was horrible what we were doing. Yeah. But like and we're just on a small scale, right? We were like provincial, right? Yeah. That's like stateside. Yeah. And we were just provincial, and we're talking we're talking like a good night in a small town was like $100,000 profit. And we would do
outside of your 20% that went to
outside of the 20%.
Yeah. So you'd pull in like 120 and change, and then you just there
you go. And we're keeping the rest. 6 figures. And we don't pay for no rental cost for land, no cost for electricity, water,
those
staff.
Fuckers.
Absolutely fucking crazy. And we would do like 4 shows a week in a town, and every single one of those was like, between like 80 to 100. Yeah. And if we're talking like a major city like Toronto, right? In Toronto, we were so we're fucking pieces of shit. We were so fucking smart. We hooked up with the Waterfront Festival in Toronto. Yeah. They're also a charitable organization. We're like, we're a charitable organization too. We want to like get together and we'll take part of the Waterfront Festival. And we did. And Waterfront Festival is like a couple million a fucking show, right?
Jesus.
So like, obviously we were a smaller part of the show. Like Waterfront takes most of it, but like we're still raking in like 2,500. Mm-hmm. And it's just
2,500. You mean like 250?
250K. Yeah. Yeah. A show at Waterfront Festival, and that's a full week. We're talking like the organization in itself making like, I don't know, like 2 million in a week. Now, of course, like it splits because there was like local staff or city staff we don't pay for because we're charity, but there's like staff like me, and there was staff like the owner, and then me, and then
whatever your team was.
Our team was. Yeah. That money, you have to keep in mind, that money gets bled into us down there.
But the majority
of it is just up there with all
but what you take away, like feeding those employees, is minimum wage.
It's like more or less minimum wage, right? Yeah. Like, so really we're not spending that much.
Fuck all.
Yeah. So, like the owners are like per show are walking away with like,
Jesus
like 50,
Christ.
not 50, like if one of the small shows was like 100K. So there's like 12 owners. And so divide that up by each of them. Yeah. They're taking away like 10K each, right? Yeah. Per show. So like a weekend you make like 30,000. Yeah. And it's just,
which is a lot of money.
And keep in mind, we're doing this from at the earliest late March, normally April, up until like late October. Whoa. And then you want to know the best fucking part of it? The fucking owner, fucking Jay, he would then go on welfare during the winter months. Do you want to know why? Because he made himself an employee of the company and made himself not the head of the company. Instead, it was a what's it called? A coalition of owners.
A co-op.
A co-op owners, and they were the owners with a board of directors. He technically owned the company, but we made another company called McG Jr. To own the food festival. So the owner of the company was McG Jr., which he was the owner of, but he was also an employee of the food festivals. So that way he's like, oh, McG Jr. laid me off, or the food festival laid me off. I qualify for EI, collect EI over the fucking winter.
Man. That's insane.
Dude, it's fucking crazy the shit you can do when you know how the shit works.
Yeah,
And you just like, it's such a piece of shit. Anyway, the guy's a massive piece of shit. He owes me like $5,000 still.
Yeah.
From like working.
Let's get him.
I would love to kill him.
I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Get him.
Sorry.
Let's get him.
Get him. Yeah, let's get him. Let's get him.
Get him.
All right. Woo.
Yeah,
too far.
But those are, and like, I'm gonna actually dive a little bit deeper into who the executive board is for my organization because I work with a charitable organization.
Oh, I'll name him. James Doucette. He owns Puts in Feast.
Okay.
And Oktoberfest.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
He owns McG Jr., which owns those.
Yeah.
And
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are still rolling.
Yeah, they're still rolling.
Them.
And Ribfest is associated with them. It's owned by not him, but another guy. But he does the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Ribfest.
Yeah, no.
They morally ruined all of these things.
Dude, I would go after a big festival, we'd all go sit down. Like again, I was an operator, right? Yeah. I made pretty okay money, right? But like I'm not rich from this shit in any stretch of the imagination. But we'd all go sit down at the end of this shit, and then like everyone would just talk shit about how much we're fucking the system. And it's yeah.
But and you know what? It doesn't matter what group. Like we talked about, there's people that understand how to use the welfare system to get the most benefits, and they're the same way.
Oh yeah.
And they just like, if you sit with those people and you're like, fuck these guys,
man. Yeah. If you put this much effort into like doing something productive, fuck.
And it's so annoying to have any kind of like discussion with them. Yeah. Because it immediately goes to, oh, you're just jealous because you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
No,
man.
I'm just like not a morally, I'm just not a massive piece of shit. Yeah. I'm still a piece of shit because like as long as you're paying me, I'll like,
yeah, I'm still gonna do stuff. I have to too.
Yeah. But like, job. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, it's nuts. But anyway, yeah, so like I work for a charitable organization, and I'm sure like the levels of greed run deep. I know that. Like on the executive level, and it's such a shame too with like organizations like that, because all of the members, they can all be a little bit weird and like flaky. You get all kinds. Yeah. But they genuinely want to make a positive impact in their communities and around the world. Yeah. And these people are just sucking the life out of them. Like the organization I work for, they were making $10 million post or pre-COVID. Yeah. From just the dues.
Shit.
Just the dues. And if you think about it, yeah, $10 million fucking dollars just off of dues. Man, and then COVID hit, and but all the members still paid. Yeah. Their membership dropped off. Now they're sitting at 50,000 members. Yeah. But it's still like $4 million that these people are making.
Dude, $4 million. That's still $4 million.
Yeah. And then I question them, like, where's the money going? Yeah. And the same thing. Well, we have like $1 million basically a year goes to insurance. And this is like an international organization.
That makes sense.
I'm like, okay. That makes sense. And I wrote off another $1 million to administration fees, because again, it's an international organization, but this is the Mickey Mouse. Yeah. This is a Mickey Mouse international organization. Yeah. Okay, with like very little in actual place. Yeah. And then they had a bunch of land assets, and this is why I know they're dumb rich people, because they've sold off all of their land assets. Right? They want this to close. Yeah, they have no idea how fucking real estate works. Yeah. They've sold off the majority of their land assets, saying that it doesn't make any money. None of that money went back to supporting the fucking groups.
Shit.
Isn't that nuts? Ooh. When you join up now, your welcome package is a printout. Yeah. Some of the clubs, because they're broken down into districts, will give you a bit better package.
What's this organization?
I'm not going to out it because I'm still part of it. And I want to see if I can fucking heroize the charitable community. Okay. I want to go in and show people that you can make money, do well, and
you're gonna tell me off camera?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, you know who they are. Like I've told you where.
You've told me, but they're escaping me right now. Yeah, I'm trying to like put faces to.
Yeah, but and again, like these are the executive boards. The people I work with and know, they're just members. They just want to try and help the community that they volunteered to help. Yeah. But they've removed the members resource program. They've cut back all of their training. They still have some big events, but you have to pay to you are funding them. Yeah. The organization doesn't pay for fuck all, which is insane because you have $2 million.
So what does it do? The organization.
They're there to help with youth.
Okay, but what do they actually do to help the youth? Because right now you're saying they're not doing anything.
On the executive level, they're doing fuck all. It's all up to the members to positively impact their community. So everything is done and generated by the members. Okay. So they'll host things like race car derbies, fishing trips. They used to, when the membership was a little younger, they used to take all of the kids out from the schools and people that couldn't afford to do things. They would take them on ski trips and to basketball games and movies and stuff. And again, like a lot of that stuff has been stripped away.
Okay.
But it's based on like the individual club. So the club is up to them to make things. There's no plan. There's no upper office help.
Okay. But that's what I'm trying to ask. So like if it's all on the local club, what's the point of that local club being part of this bigger organization?
Exactly. But it's brainwashed. They just think that when they started, it was this, and I'm sure, again, like everything else, when it started, it had the best intentions in mind. Like, this is a very old club.
Yeah.
And they've been around for like 100 years. Yeah. So when they started, in the times that they were in, it was rough, right? And they wanted to give better lives to the youth. And then as that's kind of grown and developed, all of the systems have come into place. But it's never really affected the members, right? Like, that fucking backdoor technical side and political side of everything has risen. The members don't genuinely give a shit, right? They just are there. They pay to wear the badge and have the symbols and be part of this organization, but they don't understand
the
hierarchy behind the scenes, right? And like we have a president that runs the whole thing, but he's just a face, right?
He doesn't do anything.
He's just the face of the brand. And like even their election system, like it rolls over every year, and then each new president has a new agenda, and it fucks up the entire system. Yeah. And again, like the only thing they ever push is like make us more money. People here drive membership, but when you really look at it, make us more money.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
You know what? It's almost right in line with that.
Yeah.
It has the same kind of framework, except there's like 3 dots at the top, not just one.
Why did you join this?
Well, because I want to make a difference.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, and I will. And I'm going to, a worst case scenario, I get to call a bunch of fucking cutthroat, mean corporate scumbags pieces of shit to their face.
Nice!
Yeah. Or I can help them understand that you can have your cake and eat it too. Yeah. But it takes reinvesting into your members. It takes actual accountability. It takes actual work.
If those big you're going to do a big meeting to these people, correct?
That's what you're I'm sending them a pitch. Yeah.
So like these big people, if they don't follow through, you could just approach the other clubs
or start my own
or start your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would actually just poach members.
No, they're like 1,000. I'll start with new blood, new fucking start my own little cult.
Yeah, I'm all for cults, bro.
Exactly.
I love having my own little cult.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not fucking hard, man. Like these people, you can tell, have just been indoctrinated into nonsense. Well, like they were indoctrinated into doing something good. Yeah. And like they know, if you stop and look, you know that nothing really good is happening. You're making this like micro difference in your organization. Yeah. Or in your community, but it could be so much bigger. And like when you start to see numbers, like we could take care of our whole province with our little club. Yeah. Like it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like when we set up now, there's some new guys that are professional business developers, but when we set accounts and stuff up, like we have the accounts. So that's another thing. Like these clubs, bless their hearts, never take anything from what they raise. Like the club has no admin fees. Yeah. Everything goes to what they're genuinely trying to raise money for. Yeah. But that's not sustainable either. No. Right? You need to take things to keep that system going. It doesn't have to be like the 10% or 20% which is charged by like these massive companies hosting fundraisers. Mm-hmm. Right? But if you think you're having a $1 million fundraiser, they're going to take 20%. That's why they want to host $1 million fundraisers. Yeah. But when we do it, we set up an account specifically so that all the money goes into an account designated for the specific things we're trying to correct or fund or fix. So it can't be spent on, if we're working with a hospital, they can't spend it on carpet and chairs. Yeah. They have to use it to buy equipment. So we'll take that money, then we'll buy the equipment that's supposed to be purchased and then give it donate the equipment as a whole to the hospital.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so like there are good ways and like ways to fuck the man so that like you're actually making a difference.
Yeah.
But like it can be so much more. And I'm excited to like to see where this goes
This is what you can do.
yeah. Well, I'll make like my numbers are massive with what we can do.
Yeah.
And again, it's good business. We're still going to be creating products and selling those products to other organizations so that they can have better fundraising abilities.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Best of luck.
And worst case scenario, I'll just start my own thing and
Yeah.
I'll just figure out where all that money goes.
Here we go.
What was the other thing? Charity.
We were talking about charity.
Charity, yeah.
I was like blown off steam about Jay. Go fuck himself.
We're just gonna sit here in a moment of silence and rabble.
I have so many stories about that guy. One day, when I know he fucking watches, I'll fucking out him for all the horrible shit he's done.
Okay.
I can't say them all yet.
Yeah, we have to wait till the channel gets bigger.
I
So
want people to know.
Yeah, like and subscribe so we can spill the tea about Jay.
Fuck that guy, bro.
This has been 3 Dead Babies. We hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We know we did, and that's all that matters.
Don't forget to leave comments, like the video, and please subscribe. It helps us an amazing amount.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Vampire Jesus.
I'm your fabulous co-host, and we would love to keep, talking shit about everybody's problems. So in that comment section, light it up with whatever's fucking burning your ass, pissing you off, making you crazy, and we'd love to dig into it and have a conversation about it. Until next time, we'll see you later.